is sleeping less than 6 hours has increased significantly in the last 30 years. 25% of U.S. adults report that poor sleep hygiene is a problem. The public health burden of chronic sleep loss and sleep disorders is becoming an issue. The goal of my practicum was to increase college students at Kansas State University's awareness of the importance of quality sleep and provide skills-based education to enhance proper sleep hygiene. This allows for treatment of sleep disorders to improve health, productivity, wellness, quality of life, and safety from drowsy driving and sleepiness in the classroom or workplace. It is important we find a well-coordinated strategy to bring awareness to communities not only for just college students, but also for adults. Sleep is like nutrition and physical activity. It is a critical determinant of our well-being and our health. Sleep is a requirement for every stage of development, ranging from infant, child, and adolescent health. Fatigue and sleepiness can reduce productivity and increase the chance of errors and motor vehicle accidents. But the real public health problem we are facing is that college students are sleeping less and less. On average, what we see is that college students get 6 hours of sleep per night, and that is at most. Students are reporting insufficient sleep and difficulties falling asleep and even maintaining staying asleep. Research consistently demonstrates that variable sleep patterns, along with high usage of media, contribute to poor sleep hygiene and sleep problems. So we ask ourselves, where does this problem stem from? Is sleep deprivation really that big a deal? The real problem behind sleep deprivation is that people do not understand that it accumulates over time. Entering college for many students can mean a demanding schedule and a busy new social life. With these new demands and restrictions, they are placed on sleep, and it is not really a top priority anymore. Erratic sleep schedules prevent training of the biological clocks that work in our brain to help control our alertness and ability to sleep. Not only that, but individuals can be prone to more illnesses due to lowered immune system function, feeling more stressed out, increased weight or obesity, and increased mental health issues. Relating our topic to academics, studies show lower GPAs is indeed associated with lack of sleep. 23.2% of students who don't get enough sleep report having trouble focusing on tasks, while 11% of students can actually say that they do get a sufficient amount of sleep every night. So why my focus on the importance of enforcing sleep habits? While individuals are asleep, their body releases important hormones. Human growth hormone, being one, is released by the pituitary gland in the brain during sleep. HGH helps us maintain, build, and repair healthy tissues in the brain and other organs. This hormone is also crucial in the healing process and can help speed it up after an injury. It helps to also build muscle mass, boost metabolism, and burn fat. Another important hormone released during sleep is ghrelin, an appetite-suppressing hormone. Ghrelin also plays a role in an important process called neurotrophy, which refers to the brain's ability to adapt to new environments and learn new processes. So is all this push for sleep awareness making sense now? According to the CDC, if left untreated, sleep disorders can cause heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity, and diabetes, and all cause mortality. My focus on this practicum was that 60% of college students suffer from sleep disparities. I wanted to explore perceived stress associated with sleep, cognitive emotion regulation strategies associated with sleep, in ways to experience quality and adequate sleep for individuals. Recently developed programs are aiming to improve sleep health among college students and have shown preliminary success in altering sleep knowledge and habits. These broad-based sleep education dissemination approaches have the benefit of providing all students a chance to be informed about sleep and its role in learning and physical and mental health, and for those with sleep disorders. To gather needed information to make appropriate referrals. It is important to make a significant impact among campus and help students make better choices when it comes to their personal sleeping habits, as well as providing resources for participants to seek help if need be. Pop-ups were done around campus to focus on sleep education, as well as feedback from students on issues they face when it does come to sleep. On the next slide, you will see my logic model focusing on the problem, the resources used, and the activities done to engage participants. Short-term goals included awareness of sleep quantity, negative impacts of sleep, and consequences of sleep loss. Long-term goals included making sure students sleep 8 to 10 hours a night, giving up sleep aids, seeking help, and establishing sleep rituals. On the next slide, you will see the design of my study, which was solely outreach-based. The sample was ages ranged from 18 to 30, both men and women, and of all ethnicities and races. Men that participated in the outreach was 62%, while women at 48%. No inclusion characteristics were used or needed to be a part of the study. 3 steps were taken among Kansas State University campus to initiate student contact, bring awareness to individuals pertaining to sleep, and provide them with resources to seek help when needed. Campus pop-up sessions were done twice a week for a span of 6 weeks. The goal of the pop-up session was to help increase quality of life by increasing better sleep habits on a daily basis. These pop-up sessions included handing out brochures with information varying from steps to better sleep to when it is appropriate time to seek help about sleep problems. These sessions were done at peak class times in areas with heavy foot traffic from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. An incentive of the pop-up was stress reliever balls in the shape of a cloud, which was sponsored by Levine Health Center, where students may access and seek help for insomnia and other sleep disorders. Our survey asked questions similar to those of the ACHA survey that is conducted annually. These numbers were then scored and compared to other numbers for sleep difficulties around the United States to see how the Kansas State students correlate with other university campuses and also where we need to seek the most help. These numbers come from the ACH National College Health Assessment that is done annually and organized by the American College Health Association. Within the last 12 months, students on the survey reported that sleep difficulties affected their academic performance at a rate of 23.5%. Here, we see Table 1, which is results of the national average compared to our own, for results on the sleep portion of the survey. The survey provides the largest known comprehensive data set on the health of college students. Secondly was a 12-question sleep questionnaire. The questionnaire was used to start and spark conversations with students who stopped at our table. Answers were recorded and a few were used for statistical purposes. We found 60% of students suffer with sleep because they cannot maintain their sleep, while 70% stated sleep problems occur at least 3 times a week. Another question I focused on was daytime sleepiness reducing students' quality of life, which was at 45%. Another question we asked these students was our wake and sleep times. What time do you normally fall asleep? How many hours do you sleep? And what time do you normally wake up? These were answered and we noticed varied with the students' majors, habits, and if they were working student on top of school. Late nights were common among these students due to a difficult curriculum and required study times for courses throughout the semester. Average sleep duration ranged from 5 to 6 hours a night. Students admitted they use electronic devices such as cell phones and television before or during bedtime. Many not understanding that sleeping with the television on does impact their quality of sleep. That is because electronics emit a particular type of blue light that is actually capable of triggering the brain to stop producing melatonin. Even when your eyelids start to droop when you are falling asleep, you're not immune to it. You might feel as if you're falling asleep fine, but your sleep is highly affected. Our follow-up questionnaire was completed and 93% of students stated our information was helpful and they would use it in the future. Progress in the following areas will yield more information on sleep health over the coming decade. Further evaluation of biomedical sleep research, quantification of health risks associated with untreated SDB across the lifespan, findings from the first U.S.-based Phase 3 SDB treatment trials in children and adults will be helpful measurement to base further research on in the future per the CDC. Future recommendations when doing this type of outreach would include drop-in meditation and yoga, sleep presentations, health coaching, sleep hygiene and educational handouts, sleep diaries, web-based lectures, outreach including giveaways or games, napping stations across the campus, Sleep Awareness Month, and social media outreach. Thank you for listening to my presentation today, and I hope you understand the impact of sleep not only on college students, but in your own life too.